Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of Nick's Entertainment Talk. Before we get started with the show today, I just want to say rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. No one will ever play Black Panther like he did. I don't see how they would even think of replacing him. I don't know if he filmed the second one or what's going on with that. I'll look more into it. But yeah, he inspired a lot of people. He showed a lot of passion through his acting and everything. So prayers go out to his family and friends. It's horrible loss. It took us all by surprise this weekend, but rest in peace. So today we're gonna talk about Leonardo DiCaprio, as I mentioned last week. Yeah. Um, Here's the thing, okay, about Leonardo DiCaprio is that he played in so many amazing characters. You know what I mean? It's tough to like narrow down um like who was my favorite. But the three I got to were Wolf of Wall Street, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Django Unchained. Like I said, we could go on all day about all the amazing characters he played, but I think in these roles as Rick Dalton, as Calvin Candy, in frick, I can't remember his name in Wolf of Wall Street. What the heck? I'm having a brain fart. I always talk about this movie too with my brothers, The Wolf of Wall Street. What was his name? Damn, it's gonna make me. I'm gonna have to. Here, you know what? I have it right here. Oh my god! For the life of me, I can't remember. Jordan Belfort. What am I? Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, I don't know. I was having a brain fart there. Um. Yeah, like I said, he's since he was a little kid. I mean, I think came out in Growing Pains with Kirk Cameron. That was a very popular show back in the early 90s, I want to say. Yeah, my parents used to talk about it. You know, they used to watch it all the time. So and then it was the movie with him and Johnny Depp. Man, I can for the life of me, I don't know what's going on. This is what happens when you go live. You're having all kinds of brain farts. But What's Eating Gilbert Grape? That was like his breakout performance, and I think he was nominated for an Oscar for that role. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, ever since he was a little kid, he's been a freaking star. And Titanic blew up, worldwide sensation. But when it comes down to it, these are the characters that I think he disappeared. Leonardo DiCaprio disappeared and became a whole different person. And that's what I love about his acting in each movie that he plays, is that you forget you're watching Leonardo DiCaprio and you think you're watching the character that he's playing. Now, we could go... Now, look, I know he made amazing movies like Inception, The Departed, but those were good movies all in all, because of all the effort that everybody that was involved in the movie put into it. So like you got like Inception, everybody was amazing in there, you know. But you know, and he was a star, but everybody was amazing. Tom Hardy was amazing in that one in Inception, and the directing was amazing. You know, I feel like it was all those pieces that came together that made the movie as a whole so amazing. You can't just say, oh, it was Leonardo DiCaprio, he made that whole movie. No. Inception, no. There was all kind of special effects, amazing story, amazing plot, everything. But when it comes down to like Wolf of Wall Street, yes, he had an amazing supporting actor, Jonah Hill, an amazing director, Martin Scorsese. But in The Wolf of Wall Street, you've never seen Leonardo DiCaprio act this way, totally on drugs, cussing, just totally reckless, you know, stealing all kinds of money from people. And it's like you always see Leonardo DiCaprio as like a good guy in movies, like the protagonist, you know. He's never the antagonist in movies. And in this one, he was like, in The Wolf of Wall Street, he sort of was I don't want to say evil necessarily, but he didn't play a good guy. You know what I mean? He was corrupted. He was all messed up. And the movie as a whole is just freaking crazy. Like, just everything. It's 3 hours long, okay? It's 3 hours long, but it feels like an hour. There's so much going on, so much excitement in there. Boobies, cocaine, I forgot the drug they did in there. What was it? Anyways, they're doing all kinds of drugs. You know, Jonah Hill. You know, it's like, what more can you ask for? It's just the movie. It's chaotic. It's sort of like, since it's a Martin Scorsese movie, it's sort of like Goodfellas. At the end of Goodfellas, it was all chaotic. You know, and it was just gave you anxiety pretty much. You know, and that's how the whole movie is in The Wolf of Wall Street. It's amazing film. But this film in particular, Leonardo DiCaprio stood out. You know, there's no argument on that. His performance in there was unlike anything we've ever seen in his past. And this is, I think, The Wolf of Wall Street, this is the film where he should have won the Oscar. He was nominated and everything. I don't know who he lost to. I can't remember at the moment. Just having all kinds of brain farts. But I thought he should have won the Oscar because of that movie. The Revenant, yeah, he did amazing as always, but it's nothing that we haven't seen from him. You know, he was just mainly in a freaking, not in a casket, but what do you call those? Oh my God. I don't know. He was just laying down the whole time, freaking recovering from injuries. You know, trying to speak or whatever, but he couldn't because he was molded by a bear. But in The Wolf of Wall Street, man, the monologues. I could go on all day about this movie. I should get to the other roles that he played, but the freaking monologues in this movie too, where he's talking to like his whole company, and there's this one part where he's telling everybody, you know, I'm giving in to the FBI, I'm turning myself in, you know, and reduce my penalty and everything, the punishment that he would get. And then at one point he has like a breakthrough in his head. You just hear him get soft, and he's like, I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. And then everybody in his company goes crazy. That was one of my favorite parts. That part, and then the part where him and Margot Robbie, geez Louise, Margot Robbie. Anyways, I'm probably butchering her name, but anyways, she was amazing in this film. This was like her breakthrough performance, and she was hot as hell, and no one can argue that. Girls can be jealous all they want, but it is the truth, God honest truth. Yeah, man, I freaking love it when they argue. Between those two, the chemistry and their appearance and on film was just amazing. It was just so capturing. Now let's get to his other role. Rick Dalton in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think this came out last year in 2019, around December time. It's with him and Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt, you know, plays a cool, you know, tough guy. You know, the usual part that he plays. But Leonardo DiCaprio plays like a guy that stutters a lot, like me. But he you know, he's got an accent. You know, what you're saying is I got to do this on film, you know, and he's got this twitch in his eye, and it's like my favorite scene in this movie was when they were filming his Western scene inside the bar. And man, it's like he messed up. He would mess up the line, and then they would have to go back and reenact the whole thing again. But it's funny because it's like you're there in a movie within a movie, like an Inception. You're in a dream within a dream, within a dream. But he's playing a character inside a character. He's playing a character within a character. And for an actor to do that, that is very, very difficult. And who other than Leonardo DiCaprio to pull it off? You know, this movie, it was directed and written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. You know, it wasn't his best film by far, but I was very entertained by it. I thought it was amazing. I love the ending. Love the ending. Love the violence in the end. It was weird watching like almost 2.5 hours of a movie and you didn't see any violence from a Quentin Tarantino. And it's like, whoa, shit, where's the blood at? You know? So, but when you get to the end, you're like, okay. Shit, I asked for it. But damn. Freaking Leonardo, his performance in here was amazing. Brad Pitt was good. He was really good. But it was really Leonardo DiCaprio that stole every scene that he was in. And that's why I really love his character, Rick Dalton, because you can relate to him a lot. And, you know, you see a lot of human in him. You know, like sort of like a midlife crisis is what he's going through in the film, and everybody in their lifetime goes through that, you know, especially nowadays. People go through it when they're younger. Let's talk about Django Unchained. He played Calvin Candy. He was a slave owner. He owned a lot of land in I think it was Missouri, somewhere like that. I can't remember what. I should really update myself before I do these things. But that's why I like keeping it raw and live. You get it from me. Anyways, he played Calvin Candy, and geez Louise, the whole... I'm pretty sure everybody's seen Django Unchained. That's another Quentin Tarantino film. If you haven't seen it, you're living under a rock. You got to go see it. Jamie Foxx, Leonardo DiCaprio. It was just amazing. Who won? Oh, what's his name? Christoph Waltz. He won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor because of that film. I think Quentin Tarantino won for Best Writing. But man, the character, you totally forget that it's freaking Leonardo DiCaprio. And damn, he gets into it, and you're intrigued by him, but you hate him at the same time. You know what I mean? And he definitely steals the show. Excuse me. He definitely steals the show in that movie. And it's like, why wasn't he nominated for an Oscar in that role? He's freaking psychotic, and he's one of those stubborn, you know, slave owners back in the day. And he hates losing, and he would rather not win, but to see you lose. You know, he'd rather everybody lose instead of somebody else winning. You know what I mean? He can't accept defeat, and he's stubborn in this film, and he's freaking evil. He is evil in this film, and that's, for me, I remember seeing this movie. I saw it Christmas Day. I think it was, I forget which year. I want to say 2012. And man, it was me, my dad, my uncle, and my brother that went to go see this film. And we were all blown away. We were like, what the hell? Like, freaking Quentin Tarantino still has it. You know what I mean? And my dad, I remember next to me, he was like, kill the whites. The whole movie, he was like, kill the whites, you know. My dad's Mexican, so. But damn, when Leonardo DiCaprio came out, he comes out like an hour, 15 minutes into the movie. But damn, he steals the freaking movie when he comes out. And like I said, you're intrigued by him, and you freaking forget that Leonardo DiCaprio ever played a good guy. He's just freaking evil, but he's interesting and exciting at the same time, you know? My favorite scene from that movie is definitely the whole dinner scene when he finds out that Django and Dr. Schultz is not really there for Mandingo wrestling or fighting, whatever. They're there for to get Django's wife, you know. And that whole scene, freaking amazing. Just crazy. And I remember watching this in the theater, and everybody was completely silent because they were so into it, and the scene is so intense. and you just don't know where it's gonna go. And that's also what I love about Quentin Tarantino and his writing is you don't know where the hell the story's gonna go. You don't know what's gonna happen next. The plot is completely, I mean, at the end, you know, everybody's gonna be saved, but still the plot is completely like unexpected. Everything in there is unexpected. Plenty of blood in that film. If you like violent movies, you will love Django Unchained. Damn, I feel like I'm probably gonna watch it again. But yeah, for sure. I haven't come up. We'll wrap this up. I haven't come up with what TV series we're gonna talk about next, but I'll come up with it. But for sure, Wednesday I'll figure out what to talk about. I wanted to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know, I love that whole series, you know, from Nickelodeon and everything. We might talk about that on Wednesday, so tune into that. And for the video game, as far as on Friday, we're probably more than likely talk about Ghost of Tsushima. That's a game I've been playing for a couple months now, and holy shit, is it interesting. And freaking graphics blow me away, and the story and the gameplay, everything. It's just amazing, and so much honor that the samurai had. It's about Ghost of Tsushima. It's about this island that got taken over, and there's a samurai that is taking back their island from the people who took it over, and so much honor. It's an amazing game. We'll for sure talk about that on Friday. But okay, you guys, that's it for today. We'll wrap this up. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thank you very much for tuning in.